smoking hot nicks, half the blunt. My nigga don't front, you had it for a minute, but it seemed like a month. Now I'm joking, smoking, hoping I don't coking from overdose. Hey kid, when the left got you open, let's ride. Can't stand niggas that bust too much. Can't stand villains, they cost too much. Kid wanna get up, you can't get touched. Kid wanna stick up, you can't get stuck. I'm the one that caused the block when your boy try to act up. Remember what old Dirty said? I'll fuck your ass up. Check out my rap. All this dirty on rap. As we go. Sing as a CD and I chat. Oh, well, that's okay. As we go. Eat with the English, extinguished styles, extremists. Forehead beamers run wild as the king with the gold cup. Stepped out like what? Was popping and y'all niggas over blasting. Say, chocolate, saute. Rich Calamar, Crocos all day. 1960 shit, I'm Goldie. That's right, motherfucker, don't hold me. The world's greatest, Las Vegas haters rock. Skin painted on my face, look ageless. Perfect combos, dope bang out condos. Jet from Homo, XP, Bonos, Bankos, Stankos, and Plankos. Chain those, bang those, same hoes, same hoes.
Yeah, y'all, straight up, this the jump off right here. The gravel pit, word up, represent rockin' boulders. All my rich gangster style killers, y'all know what time it is. Shorty, do your thing, get up on that right now, boo. Do you? That's what I'm talking about.
Step to my groove, move like this when we shoot the gift. Of course it's ruthless. Grab the mic with no excuses. In a sec, grab the text and do this. Executing, shaking no sense, and I'm breaking all hex. I'm taking all bets. Move wrong bets, who won't be wrong next? You won't stink, we got the bigger bank. Bigger shape to fill your tank. Still the same kill for real. Body crank, slide, do or die. Ride the bank, admire the grades. On fire with a heart of hate. With a sharp, every part I take. Heavy dark quake, it's okay, all fakes. Get caught by the drop kicks. You know the drill, yes, it's talk kill. Yo, we hit him with the hot grits. On the go, check the flow. Singing rude, don't rock shit. Stop quick, hold the gossip. Stop sweating my pockets. I hear the hot shit.
Check out my rap. All this dirty on rap. Sing as a CD and I chat. Oh, that's okay.
direct to the sun itself. To all the planets, that's how I touch it. Every planet in the universe. This is why you must be stopped. In a friendly valley, or as it seems, you want. Explore the sunlight gives you. You explore the universe. Explore the sunlight gives you. You explore the universe. Something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. And I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. And keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that. You already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Next thing she's wearing my Rolex. tell the difference, yeah. That's what you're coming for. We don't wanna let you in. Drop it right to the floor. You're asking what's happening. It's getting late now, here. Enough of the arguments. She sips a Coca-Cola. She can't tell the difference, yeah. She can't tell the difference, yeah. She can't tell the difference, yeah.
She's Gotta
silence. Everybody says that I get a grip, but I let something in give me the slip. Some people think I'm pointless, but I just think I'm free. No one gets me the Rolex, people think it's bad. Some people think I'm smart, but I just
I thought you were an object. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Suddenly I think I'm on the phone. Suddenly I think I'm telling a story, but I'm not. I'm just dancing. Sorry, dude, I thought you were an object. And I went into this diner, and the guy was like, Play it. Oh my god.
So take the collective minds and bring up your consciousness. Break the selective lies and leave me out of the sickness. The waves are now approaching, can you feel the iciness? The world is gonna change and age into a glorious. The supersonicness. The party that is shifting the collective highness. So make a move and go into superbelongingness. The Lord is separation inside the universe. I said don't give up. It's gonna make it.
Yeah, you happy now? Well, you did it now. I know, right? Beautiful, ain't it? Yeah, you happy now? Well, you did it now. I know, right? Beautiful, ain't it? Yeah, you happy now, bitch? Yup. Alright, you got what you wanted. Yeah, what? Let me go. Stop. Never. Why does it feel like I'm always being tortured? The bad apple spoils the whole orchard. Used to read comic books to learn more words. Cause deep down I'm a dork, just the core nerd. Meaning nerd to the core, till I'm cornered. Then I'm the coroner. What shot is this? First, second, it's your third. Vision is more blurred, speech is more slurred. Can't even form words. It's like a dream up inside of a dream. I'm trapped in this worse than I could have imagined. It's madness. Can't wake up, try my damnedest. Old habits are coming back, and our transgenders attack us frontwards and backwards. They laugh and throw midgets at us. This ain't no dream now, huh? See what I mean now? You see how they're trying to make me out to be some kind of mean dial, obscene style prick. I hit one freestyle by beating down a special needs child. These people freak out. I told you we get slaughtered for saying retarded. Aw, Marshall's getting no content. This may come as a shock, I have you astonished regardless. Here's the thing about retarded people. What? They don't fucking know they're retarded. Well, okay, you want a fat shame, bitch. Two can play that game. Right. You wanna judge people? Yeah. Matter of fact, ain't you the same one who hated bullies calling you bad names? Yep. Then you turn around and did the exact same. So it's immature, literally. You're still mentally 13 and so thirsty for some controversy. You're still picking on Christopher Reeve. Yeah, but you're me and we're a team, so that means we ain't cahoots. That's conspiracy to commit murder. Lyrically, so clearly, you're the accessory, like jewelry. You ain't the judge of the jury, you're just as guilty. You rip on paraplegics, man, seriously? Oh, bitch, it's a joke. No, it's not, it's embarrassing. Like David Carradine found with a pair of jeans at his ankles and belt round his larynx. I know it's a scary scene, they're coming with everything. Little people are trolling me, they're saying they've had it up to here with me. Oh, hilarious. Come on, nah, do your thing, fuck deaf people. Yeah, well, between me and you, I think they've had it up to here with me too. The fuck? Sorry, I'm not perfect as you, Marshall. Punching down on little people, not cool, but you just sound like a dick. Wait, nah, fool. What? When I say fuck midgets, I mean Ja Rule. Oh. And I know that Chris Reed's song was recorded in 2004, but encore. Fuck you, take it off for it, cause he died. Man, that motherfucker did that bullshit on purpose to ruin the song for us. Man, I never seen a bigger pussy than you, bitch. Look at all the shit the media's putting me through. Cause of all the fuck shit that you pushed me to do. Me? Should've knew when I found you, you were just too good to be true. That's how we end up in these quagmires. You said you had my back, liar, but I helped you get your stacks higher. That's diamond sales like sapphires, rat fires, admires, pack lines of admirers. Now they say you lack ire. That's why your satire backfires. Black tires, no longer that guy you were prior to this. Yeah, and I scare you cause I'm who you used to be. Who? The you who didn't crumble under the scrutiny. When it was you and me, I gave you power to use me as an excuse to be evil. I know. You created me to say everything you didn't have the balls to say. What you were thinking, but in a more diabolic way. You fed me pills in a bottle of alcohol a day. Made me too strong for you and lost control of me. You're right. I took over you totally. You were socially awkward till you molded me. You was a loner with nobody. Cause of me, you didn't take shit from nobody. Now look at you. Now you're just a punk, little scaredy cat. Got you so much you care as that. So look at your reflection staring back. Bitch, it's just a mirror, relax. Man, you're so full of shit. You need mirror relax. Open your mouth and shit flies out. Just lies. You thinking you can whip my ass, undo these zip ties. You can just undo my feet still win by a landslide. Oh, you think so, bitch? Yeah, I know so. Okay, your hands and feet, I let them both go. Hands up now, give me that gun. No, don't. Out here naked chokehold. Let me go, yo. Here, take it, bozo. Here, weird face, you homo. Yo, don't shoot. Here we go. Whoa, whoa. Now say you're sorry. You didn't mean any of it. I'm sorry, monsters are pussies. Playing Jimmy's puppet. Sorry, he gives a fuck. But since he doesn't.
into a tiny spit of sand, unable to escape. Tonight, it's heavy stuff.